Hello! Hi everyone, can you hear me? I have some trouble with my microphone, so please tell me if you hear me. Okay, so let's go. Firstly, how are you on this Friday? Personally, it's a little bit hard to wake up, so I have a coffee. Okay, thank you for being with us today, with me today, because I'm all alone. I am Marjolaine from Zero Game Studio. We are the studio behind Eldiggers. Do you already know Eldiggers or you need a little storytelling? Maybe you've already played while the French weeks? Thank you, Dr. Metaverso. So Eldiggers is developed by us, Zero Game Studio. This is a hack and slash taking place in a dark fantasy world. The hell is composed of various islands, all governed by a demonic lord. You take control of a Eldigger, a powerful warrior, gathered by Mammon, the monarch of greed. You're in charge to collect outstanding treasures scattered in every realm of the hell. Eldiggers takes place in hell, which lies at the edge of all universes. The hell is a huge expanse of lava where there are this is hard on Friday. Several prisons scattered on island where primal demons are locked up. Other demons, even tormented ones, can also be found on smaller islands. One cannot die in hell, since death is considered an escape from the tortures that are inflicted on demons and soul in pain. If demon's fleshy body is destroyed, it will be quickly reconstituted and reappear in its prison so that it can continue its eternal sentence. We are in not very gay world. Okay, I have a question. Did one person work on the mechanics or multiple? Because I love the mechanics and truly felt like a complete game from first to finish. Great work, team. Firstly, thank you, really thank you, Dr. Metaverso. We had three game designers, Quentin, Clément, and Ella, and we thank them really, really much. They make a great work. Okay, so Eldiggers is inspired by a lot of other games. You may know Dofus, the French game. We have been inspired by Brakmar. Also, Minecraft Dungeons for the cubic shapes and the colors. But also Diablo, Sea of Thieves, World of Warcraft. The inspirations are multiple and evolve with each new dungeon. Okay, so now let's talk about the new dungeon, the Tower of Lust. The ferryman brings you to the spawner, which is named the stage of carnal pleasures. This is explicit, I guess. After that, you got the first platform area. You have to know that these dungeons will turn around platforms This is the heart of the mechanic of this dungeon. You have the second platform area. Okay, so there is two platform area. The both are different, and you will have to watch, observe, think before you go. Because if you fall, you die. We're not cruel. There is some checkpoints. After that, you got the cabaret. You have to know the cabaret is your goal. You have to go to cabaret and fight the boss. The boss is Asmodius. She is above all a businesswoman with a strong sense of showmanship. The cabaret of the Tower of Lost is known throughout the hell. Only the elite and the bourgeois social class and the high-ranking members of demonic hierarchy, I guess, are invited. Any other individual entering the tower must pass various tests in different rooms of the dungeon in order to prove their worth and at the same time entertain the gallery comfortably installed in the cabaret that can attend the show. Your goal will be to survive and pass these various tests in order to rise in the dungeon until you reach the cabaret's showroom, where Asmodius is located to face her on stage as final show. This dungeon is different than the other because you don't arrive from the top to go to bottom, but you arrive to the bottom and you have to reach the top. Now we're gonna talk about NFTs, but before, if you have some question about the Tower of Lost, you can ask. Mooncat NFT said, I love Sandbox and what you're doing, NFT bro. Thank you. Thank you really much. If there is no question, I'm gonna continue. So, those assets, utility, and tier member and benefits are gonna be changed in the weeks to come, because now, for the moment, we have finished the game. But this is possible that the Sandbox asks us to make some other dungeons. And if the Sandbox wants us for a part 2, we'd like to grow up the social hub. Okay, I don't want to spoil you, but we have talk about maybe a casino, maybe a showroom, that kind of surprises. So I'm not gonna talk a lot about those parts, tier member and benefits, because this is changing, okay? Let's talk about the NFTs. Okay, we have Asmodius. She's a monarch and a review leader of her cabarets. Once an angel like Lucifer, she will never reveal her past and will barely be implied. Playful by nature and fond of partying, but also of all the resulting pleasure, especially the most carnal, she has built Limbo in such a way as to represent the rise of vice from its most primal form to the most refined and subtle. The most refined on the top of the dungeon and the most carnal on the bottom of the dungeon. About her fan, this is her artifact. You can display it in your island. This is a beautiful fan that testifies that your courage as a hell diggers. because this is what you're gonna gain as reward when you beat Asmodius. Next, we have the central imp. You have to know the imps are as I've lost my words, and Pierre-Luc is not here. This is our mascot. We each dungeon we made a new imp. About the central imp, these devils have succumbed to their vices and are paying for their past sins. This is the barrel organ. It's a living instrument that reads a musical score by turning its own crank. You can see he got an arms, two arms. No, three. It whittles to the rhythm of what he plays. He will certainly be delighted if you give him some shit music to play, but don't put your hands too close to his mouth. Okay, look at his mouth. I don't wanna put my hand here. You have to know this is our crush in the team. It makes us laugh a lot. Which sound do you think he made? I can't imagine something else that this is what he inspires me. Okay, we have the burlesque set. Inspired by the great names of the burlesque scene, this hat and glasses have been designed so that only you can be seen. The whole metaverse will only have eyes for you. You will be at the front of the stage. You can see clear, but these are heart-shaped glasses. I'm checking if there is some question. Okay. Next. You got here the elegant rapier. This is a beautiful long and thin sword with an elaborate guard and a flexible blade, useful for skewering those who get in your way. You have here the Cabaret theater box. This is your personal box with seats and curtains to attend the most beautiful shows comfortably installed. Here, this is the Cabaret piano. This is a magnificent instrument made of magic wood, decorated with some sumptuous gilding. Sorry, I know, I know, it's a bit hard to talk, but I have to switch from French to English like that. This is not easy. You have here an elevator. This is an elegant wooden elevator engraved and decorated with gilding. Access your high-rest room in this beautiful object as practical as its aesthetic. You have to know the doors can be open and closed. Here you have the Cabaret table candles. This beautiful table decorated with candles will bring a touch of elegance to your land. You can also use it for your invocation of devil, parties, and other joyful events. The steel cage. Okay, I think it's one of my favorite NFT from this drop. Suspend your dancers in the air with the steel cage. You can also lock your enemies in it and suspend them above the void if you don't like to dance. Okay, so I'm checking the hour. I think the drop is out now. Okay, you can check our shop page on the Sandbox. I'd like to know which one is your favorite Um, Personally, it's between the steel cage and the barrel organ. Okay, he really is my favorite. Don't hesitate to tell me which one you love. Um, Sorry, I'm about to lose my voice. This dungeon have been pretty cool to do. Okay, we take a lot of pleasure. Uh, you have to know that in the team of Zero Games we have a collaborator that is in charge of a cabaret. Okay, so when we need some reference, some ideas, he was here. He were here. So I want to thank Tony for the ideas, and thank to whole Eldigers team because it was a pleasure to work with them. I hope there will be a part two for Eldigers because we have a lot of ideas. I don't know if you've played the game While the French Weeks. Do you enjoy? Do you have some recommendation? I hope you enjoy your experiences. Uh, I have told you everything I want to tell, so if you have some question, I'm here. A bit laggy, yeah. Thank you, Shakespeare. Wait, yes, there was some bugs, some lag. Um, you have to know that Eldiger's team uh, can do something. Once the game is finished, the Sandbox team take the relay, and I know they're working on these problems. Will be Eldiger avatar in the future? Okay. I know I've asked you on Twitter if you like to have Eldiger's avatar. To be honest, this is not a priority for the moment, but if there's something you'd like to have, you can ask us on Discord, on Twitter, and we will ask to the Sandbox how to make avatar. This is a possibility. For the avatars, we have some ideas too. If you have some other question after this live, I am available on Discord. You can join the Discord. You can follow us on Twitter. I try to respond you the faster I can. You would like to, you, sorry, this is really hard on Friday. Would love to have an avatar collection. Okay, this is something I'm gonna take note, and okay, I will talk about it to the Sandbox. Thank you for being with me. I'm gonna finish my coffee, petting my cats, and let's talk on Discord and Twitter. I'm waiting for you. Bye everyone. Have a nice Friday.